So their names have meanings, and it transcends their temperament, avoidance of self-control.
That's short
as
well again.
Yes.
No.
So I'm saying that if you want to understand why your partner's self-control measures are low, the first identity is which tribe are you and which tribe are you married to? So we evaluate people wrongly, even in our workplaces. Yes. The strength of Kwaku to sit in a show from morning, start morning show, come back to do lifestyle. One morning show host, he runs all the thing. From 4 a.m. you run from the house, leave your wife with no morning sex, come and sit here and start the show at 6 a.m. You finish all the interview, blah, 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 your English hasn't gets finished. Then you come back again, come meet this thing sitting here. You finish blah, 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 2 hours, and he gives you an extension of 1 hour. Blah, 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 you hold your jaw, you cross your legs, and then you finish the show with me and you go. It is one of the hallmarks of the avoidance of the Ewe temperament. And Ashanti will not do this. He will be sick every 3 days. And will generate a medical report. And the content of the medical report will reflect in their salary increment. Dr. Simi transicha me to sisi ama me sciatica na yemre. Me po doctor Simi nti o mo ase nti the doctor ne kasa say me ba me ma human resource na kasa. Then they do their links with the human resource department alongside with the doctor. So they call the doctor, hello, is that Dr. Kobe? Yes, I'm calling from TV Africa, human resource department. Our presenter is in pain and he says we should talk to you. Oh yes, who's your presenter? Kweku Menu Medu. Oh yes, Kweku Menu Medu. Yes, oh yes. He came to our facility, and you should thank God for the life of Medu Kweku Menu. That young man has a serious sitting problem, and I think it's caused as a result of long sitting. And he says the chair is wrong, and everything in the place is wrong, and it is a legal implication on the company. And I spoke to him as a medical officer that I should take his time. Let's see how you can do some compensation, and that compensation of $3,000, $4,000, $10,000. The doctor speaking has 10% because this is Ashanti and Ashanti doing the business. As compared to an Ewe, they won't do this negotiation. Even when their bottles is getting finished, they won't tell anybody. It is not about self-control. It's about avoidance. So one, I refuse to let you understand this, but I want to emphasize. For you to see people don't have self-control, check their temperament. And if you want to know their temperament, tribal temperament is different from behavioral tested temperament. Tribe alone, I am giving you tribe. But for you to know Koku's original temperament, because somebody can be an Ewe, but has an original sanguine temperament as a girl.
That's what exactly I was saying. So you were talking about the...
I said tribes.
Yeah,
no, I'm talking about tribal temperament. So that one is a fixed thing.
Yeah.
If you're an Ewe, this is how Ewes behave.
Right.
But there's an Ewe whose temperament could be a sanguine melancholy.
That's true.
Phlegmatic.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about their tribe. So don't meet a Togbe Afede who is hardworking, smiling, and very boisterous in business and say, oh yeah, Ewe, that's why you're in business. Oh yeah, Ewe, why you're here? Because the temperament in him could be a choleric, but he will finish as an Ewe melancholy. Yeah, Selassie is confused, but he's still watching.
Well, I'm not too sure anybody's confused.
No, Selassie is confused.
No.
Selassie. So what at all is Counselor driving at? The car you bought has no fuel. So is Selassie crying or the emoji there, is he crying or this thing? I don't understand them, so I don't interpret them before I insult somebody.
No, he's laughing.
So when Selassie laughs, the ear does this.
Those are tears. You cry and you have tears like we are crying.
Also, they are rather trying to imitate what you go through here. But you just wiped your tears.
No,
you see, LS, they can know their brothers and send emojis like that. So, in our lifestyle, if your husband is getting constantly angry, my brother, my sister, my friend, be careful to jump into conclusion when you have not diagnosed these things. What tribe are you married to? I said it to Kwaku that when two Ewes marry, they will live long in the marriage but no achievement. He didn't get it. He challenged it. But I think after going through the week and coming back, he will have an example that when he mentioned now, he comes to see what I said. Because he told me he was going to check for the mother.
Huh? I didn't tell you anything. I never told you.
It's live on Facebook.
No.
You say you have to cross-check from your mother.
No.
It's on Instagram.
I'll go check it.
Yes.
But I never said that.
You say you're going to check from your mother.
On which one?
Whether 2 hours married and they don't achieve anything.
And I said I was going to check it.
Yes, he said that you don't know. So you have to check from your mother.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Because there's nothing that worries them. 2 hours are too peaceful together. No boisterous nature. Nothing beyond their level. They are content with what they have. They avoid troubles because they can't build self-control. You can only take a risk when you have self-control. And I told you here, what is self-control? Management of your thought, management of your feelings, management of your action. So somebody must really augment your weakness and push you into certain levels. Let me say this on record. And I challenge any business in the world that has made it 100% correct because they are with their spouse.
Ever.
Naturally, husband and wife, when they do business together,
Oh, okay.
it doesn't move. For you to have a business thriving very well in excellence, you need to be strict, straightforward, and hard. And you can't be hard on your wife who has come to work late because she took the children to school. Can you be hard?
So we find someone who takes the children to school.
To solve which problem? To solve which problem?
The lateness.
So that your wife will not be late.
Absolutely.
But when your wife is late, will you have anything to say? Can you query your wife?
Unless you are the cause, you cannot.
Even if you are the cause, should she be late? Should she be late if you are the cause?
Yes. If you are the cause, you should be late. You sent her an errand, you did...
Unofficial errand.
Yes, it shouldn't. So you see, there's the balance. It depends on how you want to draw it. But my point is,
Thank you.
when you were, if you are part of the problem, then you take the consequences.
Thank you. This is the airway analysis.
It's a lie. It's a business, a professional.
No, which one is it?
That's how.
So you're supposed to report to work at 8:30.
Right.
Then me, your husband,
Right.
I tell you to pass through my mother's house.
Right.
To give my mother a gift.
Right.
And you come to work late.
Yeah.
And the human resource queries you.
Yeah.
And you say I'm the problem.
Yeah.
Why?
Flip it. That the person is not my wife. Another employee. When I send, and the HR calls, the query is not to punish you. It's to answer. Oh, boss sent me so and so. That you are let go.
So you
But
have to write to them that I sent you to go and see my mother on our behalf as a wife.
Absolutely.
So
That's
you
what I'm saying.
answer.
Yes.
And this should affect the company.
So you should take the decision.
Who?
You, the boss, who is the husband.
Did you seek for permission?
From who? The HR?
Yes.
Or I mean, there are some discretions. These are
Discretion because you are a wife?
No, I'm the boss.
I didn't tell the accountant I'm sending my wife, so she'll be late to work.
You didn't tell the person.
I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. There are some task
it is not my duty. It is not my duty to call the human resource that my wife will come to work late because I'm sending her.
Obviously.
No, it's not my duty.
Yeah, it's not.
Whose duty is it?
Whoever has been sent.
Thank you.
But what I'm saying is that when it goes there and they ask, they serve you with a query and you answer it, you can state it in there that the boss sent me. With that, maybe it depends on.
I never sent you as a boss. I sent you as a husband.
No, yeah,
so stop writing this in the office report. You are disgracing me.
Yeah, so you to stop. So you see whether that's what I'm saying. This head, you must know how to use it. So if you are the boss,
yes,
and you have an employee who is also your wife,
yes,
know how to balance it.
How?
Of course, you don't send them at working hours.
But when I send you, can't you remind me that it's working hours?
This should be reminding you. Yes. You know that it's working hours.
Yes.
You affect
so you affect. So I'm saying that you don't work with your wife.
Fine, I agree. I mean, clearly,
because you can't be strict.
I can manage it.
You are thinking you can manage because you have avoidance attitude.
No, I would deal with it.
How?
Come on. Look, even I would have to say this. Even as a young person, I could remember when I were managing a club back in the day. My girlfriend was part of the
No,
executive.
when we are using, never use apples and oranges.
No, I get it.
Wives and girlfriends.
No, I get it.
I greet you, KKD.
No.
Wives and girlfriends. Wives and girlfriends.
Fine, fine. But I'm saying that I can deal with it.
You can't.
No, I can't.
It's your mind because you have too much avoidance in your system.
No, I don't. So look, I can avoid at home. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to my business,
yes,
nobody crosses the line.
You don't avoid in the workplace.
No.
Why?
Because that's his job, and you see, we are committed to it, and people's monies are there.
So marriage, there's nothing at risk.
No. You see, I can manage that one. This one is being managed by a management or whatever. This one is between the two.
So your marriage has no management?
No, between the two of us.
No, my marriage has what a whole management.
Who is that?
Is your mother not part of your marriage?
No. She's not part of my marriage.
Oh, your father too?
No.
Your aunties?
No.
So when you die, who buries you?
My church can bury me.
Who?
My church.
Can I help you change this mind?
Yes, that's what.
Under the law that we are living with in Ghana, the dead body belongs to
the family.
Congratulations.
So if I don't,
so
if I don't
the
have
management.
A family, so if the family says they will not bury me,
no, nobody will say that. Airways don't do that. Airways are only when you die in a brochure. They want you to bring the cops to them, not because they pay for the flight. Not because
he has to come home.
Not because they will pay for the flight. So my brother, when you telling me this is avoidance that you're using everywhere,
no.
you need everybody's marriage. You need management team.
It's a lie. That you know that what you're saying is a lie.
It's one of the topics to be treated very soon. How to address your management team as marriage team. You need a management team. Is your mother not part of your marriage?
No.
Is your wife's mother not part of the marriage?
No.
So you are living alone?
Yes.
Your son has no grandmother.
No, he has a grandmother. But
who is the grandmother?
It's my mother.
So your mother is part of the management team.
No.
When you want to go and send your child to your mother, why are you sending the child to your mother and not a foster home?
It's a choice. I could send that person to a daycare center.
So when you take the child to a daycare, it's because she's going to a school.
No.
When the child is going to your mother, the child is going to who?
No, those are just care.
Yeah.
Caregivers can be
is your mother a caregiver?
Could be. I could turn her into
that. If you turn your mother into a caregiver, you are still referring to her as
my mother.
Congratulations, she is a management member in your marriage.
Oh,
my brother.
Oh, look, listen. To say that
is a management member.
Absolutely.
Define for us.
So we are learning. So let's do the organogram.
Go ahead.
All right. TV Africa,
yes,
has employees,
yes,
has management,
yes.
Management takes the decision, yes, makes policies,
yes,
and the employees implement.
Yes.
So you are telling me that those people will make decisions for me, and I take?
Thank you.
Clearly not.
The first time your wife you married, whose decision was it?
My decision.
Who paid the bride price? Hello, who paid the bride price?
It's my money.
Hello, who paid the bride price?
It's me. I gave it to them to come and pay.
Oh, don't keep quiet.
It's my money.
No, hold on. Your mother is watching, so be careful.
But who you think is the money?
Oh, watch it. Your wife too will watch later. So
it's my money.
Take your time. Take your time, brother. You just defined the organogram, and I want to help you in the organogram.
That's fine.
Hear very well.
Okay.
You just defined the organogram.
That's fine.
I'm saying, who married for you?
Who married for me? Say.
I'm just asking, who married for you?
I don't know which so I answered well.
No, you just forgot.
I'm careful.
No.
I'm careful now because you might be implicated. You might use my words. I decided, I took the decision
to
introduce that lady to them
as
a wife to be.
So that
the traditions.
So, hold on. Congratulations. So that
of course, they could.
So you carry the woman to the management team for?
No, it's not management team. Don't call them.
But why did you?
Don't call them management team. It's just per traditions.
Tradition.
Yes.
We are using
even now.
No, we are using organogram.
Yeah, organogram.
And in organogram, you're using traditions, and I'm using organogram in place of tradition.
Right.
So instead of tradition, I'm using organogram, a format, a system to run. So your mother and father are there.
It runs in the reverse this time. It runs in the reverse.
Which is?
So with the other board, which is management members, they formulate the policies.
Yes.
They don't wait for the people to bring it. Of course, you can bring a budget, you can bring whatever.
So,
but they
hold on.
At the
don't go
day,
far in this lecture.
Decide.
No, this Gimpa lecture. Samini, I greet you as a president of the SRC. Olu, now hear me. Watch it here. Thank you. What you just said is that they formulate the policy.
Yes.
Before you were born,
Yes.
process of marriage, was it manufactured by you or you came to meet it?
By who? Like God or
where is
or
God?
family?
Oh, please, where is God?
No, it depends. No, when
The process of you, Aigbe man, going to get married.
Right.
The process, was it formulated by you or it was there before you came to meet?
Oh, what I heard in the past was arranged. There's one. It moved from arranged marriages and to
Every
now.
marriage is arranged. Yours was arranged.
What is that?
You don't know.
that?
Should I prove to you?
Yes.
When you brought a lady to your family,
Right.
you said this is why you want to get married.
Right.
Is that not it?
Yes.
If they could have disapproved, would they follow you to go and pay the bride price?
If they were to decide, oh yeah,
Would they follow you?
Yeah.
If they didn't like, would they follow you?
Yeah.
That's how your family is.
of course. But
So ours can avoid and marry just anything for you.
no, it's not about marry anything for you. It's your decision.
Never ever. You didn't marry your wife because of a decision. Oh.
Who's decision?
Your family went to show them that we have agreed that our son should marry this teen person. And
Yeah.
they paid bride price on your behalf. You
Yes.
didn't pay bride price for any woman.
Yes.
So
on
your
behalf.
marriage
And
was
that-
contracted by the formulation of the management team.
How?
How, my brother?
When I just told you that I brought the woman, did you go to look for the woman?
You brought a woman because there's a management team. So they can manage what you are bringing.
So why do you preach in church to
Which
say-
one? The church has no marriage, so be careful when going to the church.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead, my brother.
Even okay, let's just say
You left the church now.
Yeah,
Let's
of
go to the
course.
shrine.
No, you said I'm not going to the shrine. I'm going to the advices they themselves give.
Which people?
The families.
Yes. The
And
family
these
gives
are cut
advice.
across whatever.
Two
To say
advice,
that
yes.
It is stated
That
that you do not take, if you like, instructions,
Yes.
advices beyond the marriage.
yes.
Nobody has to counsel you guys.
Uh-huh.
Both of you have to solve your problems. Even if you have to take it out,
Hello.
both of you. Yeah,
Anytime they tell you both of you have to solve your problem, do you know what it means?
what?
If you and your wife has problem and she's insulting you and everything, the two of you should solve it. In your solving, who do you talk to?
Both of you, like both.
Okay, so I finished solving the problem with my wife. Mommy, you know something?
Huh?
You
go to your
advise-
mommy?
No, I'm not going to her.
Okay.
I'm coming to admonish them. You know that what you told us is working. Me and my wife. Now what we have cases, like you said, we settled between the two of us. Do you know what you just did?
What mommy means what? My mother?
Yes, you didn't go to report.
Okay.
But the advice you said they gave you has worked.
That
When
means-
issue comes, solve between yourself. So they ask you how is marriage, and you're making them believe that what they told you is working.
people do that, I don't do that.
No, you don't do that because you're using their method. Why is your marriage working? What they told you is what you're using.
But it does not. You see, I'm saying that the management members, there are constant checks.
Your mother is checking you. Can you divorce without they know you have divorced?
Of course.
Yes, because you go to court and all of a sudden they know you have a wife at home.
Eh?
They know you have a wife at home.
No, I mean after that I'll just
After
they'll
what, you
publish
do
it.
what?
They'll publish it
To who?
to whoever wants to know. To
So
whom it may concern.
Thank you. So it doesn't concern your family.
Yeah.
But they know you are married.
Yes.
And all of a sudden you sack
They'll
your
hear
wife.
it. Yeah.
And they will hear that you are no more married.
Yes.
And they'll say it's not true.
Why?
Will you confirm to them that it's true?
Yeah.
So you just report it to
Krata.
management.
No, Krata is there.
No matter
would it be
what you
gazetted?
do,
It's a divorce.
no matter what you do,
No, but
the
the constant
management
checks,
team,
no.
the management team is constantly checking on your marriage.
That's fine, but they are not part of the
They
decision.
are those who decided for you to marry.
But they're not part of the day to day.
My marriage is run
They
by
are
my
checked.
family
Yeah.
every day.
Hey,
You too.
no.
What is your name?
My name is Kokulumo.
What's your wife's name? Don't mention the first one, but she's Mrs. Lumo. So it's a working management member.
She's not sworn affidavit to that effect.
So she's not even sure she will continue marrying you.
That's fine. Like who must be sure? I mean, who will be sure? I mean,
So you will not be surprised when you are divorced.
No, it's not that. I'm not saying that.
So
If
you are
you're
afraid
not
of
sure-
that one. Madam,
No.
we retract it. I mean, we can't
I'm
live
saying
without
that-
you. If we live without
not
you,
for-
we would die. You see the
It's a lie.
avoidance.
It's a lie. I'm saying that nobody's forcing anybody to be sure on anybody's.
No, what you are saying is not to your wife. It's a general statement. I hope so.
Absolutely.
Thank you, madam. It is not about you. It's a general statement. So don't take this into heart.
No,
and make an
don't
decision.
Don't talk on my behalf.
No, your ring is still on your finger.
No, don't.
And
talk
as
about-
often as you talk, you show it to us that is you are not sure you are wearing ring.
Yes.
You don't feel it.
Yes.
But you see,
Yes.
the truth is that every marriage has a management on it. And your parents are managing. The Ewe family will constantly bring their management skills to control your marriage at home. So that is what I want you to understand. That if you give me your organogram, your mother and father are still part of your marriage. That is why when you marry somebody's daughter, I told you the story of the lady who was not giving the husband sexual intercourse. And they took the case to the mother. The mother was nice with the boy. So the guy was talking to the mommy. I end the BBI boko na adwana nse okon ho kakra na wa ite say on beso besuso ni musa amen so my Christo ni ntimi hu de meka. I say o sir, catch any papa. Tell the father.
To do what?
Report the thing to the father. So he went to the father. We no come kakra. So I say me BBI boko si. Oh, BBI boko na adwa. Na say ite say on pempe magrosi. Oh sir. Na wa catch any mama. Apparently, the mother took a decision after their fourth child. For 7 years, no sex with the father.
I see.
So the mom was indirectly telling the guy.
It happened to me too. Wow. Now what kind of
Like mother.
like daughter?
So when he said, "What can you mommy?" He said, "No. Why ma? You never be man. They say me about Brian Tracing." When they run the mother, he said, oh, Goku Boko di assign. Asam na betu no apenim. Na no pass den. O nti no frɛ wo no. Adwa. Your son has a problem. And then the guy narrated again. Hear the madam. Oh, mon so dear. Kwakuti. Obenye jai. Bisane papa. Ya trans 7 years. Ya ye mpema gro. Well, on not do it.
Charlie. Why is she speaking for him? Like
so if you the father,
yeah,
you're able to live with me 7 years
you the
without sex, and you came to meet us still married, and you come for a daughter.
Wow.
3 weeks you are here making.
And you are going 10 years old.
So you see the management team.
And that's why I will not take advice from
No, but if you don't take advice, you still use the advice.
Is not to take advice.
No,
that's ambush.
No, what do you call take advice?
It's to day to say that okay.
But your day-to-day activities are run by them.
They're not. They're not.
Do you see the African management team here every day?
Huh?
Do they come here every day?
Yes.
Management team, they come here every day.
They are here every day through their
No,
heads.
do they come here every day?
No, they are not.
But are they represented here every day?
Yes, they are.
So I'm saying that once you decide to marry, you are representing your family.
I am.
Yes, and your wife to represent your family.
Oh.
One man here, one man here, one man here. So you see, so for you to be in a marriage, first and foremost, as I wrap up for you today, know which tribe you are married to. For the boys who are not married yet, let me tell you, if you marry somebody from your tribe, you are doomed in terms of progress. If an Ashanti or an Akan person marries an Akan person, you know what's happening to the two marriages?
Nope.
The marriage becomes a business entrepreneur.
Really?
It becomes an enterprise. So if you see an Akan person marrying a Kwawu, they will open a shop in Okanshin or Abosokan. And as long as the shop is running, the marriage is running. That's your own. If you marry a Gan, don't worry your head. You will use mouth to buy land, but you will never own any of them. Because when the value changes, I guess you only can dodoa. Make me bajeng. They say the land at dodoa. Some people have come, they want to buy it. We bought it at 5,000. People want to give us 5 million. Grandma's house is still at cantonment. Nobody is living there. Why do we kill ourselves with keeping this land? Can we sell it? Not because of business plan. The Ghana doesn't own property. Let it go. And they'll come back to live in a family because they are family oriented. The Sangwe is family oriented. Yes, the family is family oriented.
Who is this? Obaku.
She says what to you?
Koku is just using big English grammar as a form of avoidance. All right, see it.
Hey, they don't know you as a form of what?
You have said that you have told
it's
them.
no. He said, I want you to read it.
I won't read it again. I won't read it again.
We all know Goku is using big grammar as a form of what?
I won't read it again.
Avoidance.
I'll read it again. You have told them that. You have planted that into their mind.
Ours don't have self-control. They have avoidance. And it's killing them. But they can't change. Because that is their nature. They need to build strength to, like you're on TV, 4 hours. After 4 hours, it's gone. So you use a learned behavior to run your life. So when your husband doesn't have self-control, check what tribes he comes from. A young lady had a visa to travel. Like when he was doing the process for traveling, he has the opportunity to add a husband. When he told the husband he should add, the husband said, "Mini afeje, abije mini afeje." Both where? Yeah. When she went for the interview and they're going to give her, they asked, "But why are you going alone? Where's your husband?" He said she's home. Why? He doesn't want to travel. He said, "My husband is a gun." And the white man said, "What?" The lady said, the white man asked. He said, "My husband is a gun." So ideally, the sanguine is not fascinated with changing environment. And next week, I will explain to you why self-control for some people works. So you marry a gun man from Bukom. He becomes a lawyer living in Dodowa. Anytime he closes from work, he will pass through Bukom before he comes home. Marry a gun man who plays draft and spa at Bukom Square. Take him out of Bukom, let him go and live in Adenta. When they close from work, they will leave the office at 3:30. Go to the Bukom Square, then they play draft and card. Spend time here before they go and pick car and come to the house. Self-control. Because when they don't go there, they come home, they'll be angry. Practicing self-control, an ewe man, any man who closes from work and comes home straight is an ewe. Hello?
Then I'm not an ewe.
No. Your own is because you are.
Because of what?
Oh, you said it this morning. You are not at the B, but you are what?
I'm a hustler.
Thank you very much. So your own is just that you are using a learned behavior to cover up. You are not an original. You are a counterfeit.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Ours will stick to one job. They don't do extra job because they don't have the energy as melancholies. They want perfection. So he's a media man and will stay within the media landscape and will continue. You are thinking, congratulations. It is avoidance of shame. Ours cannot stand ridicule. They cannot stand shame. That is why they can't build self-confidence, self-control over some things. So it's one way. If he's a carpenter, he dies as a carpenter. Check the records.
I'm venturing into other things, you know.
I'm saying it's a learned behavior.
Okay, learned behavior, that's fine.
But in that time, the originality of the ewe comes in your practice. Look at every business you do. It is there. Accuracy, perfectionism. When you are going to speak English, look how you take your time before you speak English.
But what I should just be saying it anyhow.
Because the guy, you are using me being careful when speaking English here. Momoni ba, aye blofo enu abaye. Suku eno ya aye suku. Onye meni jose mebo. Afe ni bia o te hie suku. Na me ka kwa ya sa wonu ni eje. Ato shika ga ho kwekpele. Kwa no onye no fio. Ka kwa ba na ga enwo me ga ho kwekpele onye no ga education. Look at the bad roads in Accra. Have you seen any gang community protesting against Akufo-Addo to do their roads? Do you see it?
No.
Yes.
No, yeah, I do.
Where?
The Oko Boys constituency.
Where?
There were some people who were agitating.
The Teshi area.
Yes.
They are all accounts who are come to rent.
Are you sure about that?
Gas, whether you do the road, you don't do the road, doesn't concern anybody. If you do fine road for gas, the only thing they want is that they want to block it for Kojimo or funeral.
come to think of it.
So an asphalt is a sitting room for a gun to do. Look at this Chalawati festival. They were angry that the guns are spoiling the program. Do you know why, Koku?
No.
I sell Domedo.
What's Domedo?
You don't know Domedo?
No.
Oh, you don't know Domedo?
No.
The ass of a chicken. Waduna.
Okay.
You know the ass of a chicken?
Yeah.
They fry it and they say it gives cancer, and we've been eating till today. We are still alive.
Okay, that's fine.
So Domedo and yam. The woman fries it at the junction where you are doing Chalawati festival. And you say this time is festival, so the same woman who is selling the Domedo should come and sell at Domedo play bus register. He says, Koni mini. Can register by any if you want to hear that. Or anyone to another way. In board, Domedo, she will get money. In budget.
See.
The kinky seller says, I sell kinky every day. Then they started the noise. The guns are spoiling the program. So do you know what they want us to do?
No.
Or they want us to behave like Ashantis. So the Ashanti in this time will understand. Do you know why they will understand?
No.
They will transmogrify the same Domedo from 10 Ghana cities to 20 because they have registered. The guy won't do it. Self-control, it's something that if you don't have, don't even, I say, how many people they have multiple business? When you see a guy with multiple business, it's not business reason. It's for sugar reasons. Oh, don't you see guys speaking? Ole, GNTC, you know GNTC?
I have heard of it.
Those times we're not born. Where we're buying things from.
I've seen even buildings. This is the old GNTC.
So you can hear guys telling that my father was a storekeeper at GNTC, and you are talking to a 35-year-old boy.
Who doesn't know Jack?
He's telling the father was the storekeeper at GNTC.
Even during my time was Pep and Supreme. Pep was, yeah.
Pep was the scam shop that came and left.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Even my time. That's even my time when I was younger.
So they tried bringing back GNTC and it didn't stand because the original owners of GNTC were guns. And guns don't revamp old things.
I see.
Yes, the sanguine doesn't do. Because they keep the fire burning, but there's no burning. It will mess on. The airways will not even venture. So I'm saying that for you to even begin to have challenged yourself, and I'm married to my wife, and my wife every day is asking for capital, you give her money, and their business is collapsed. Check which type of tribe your wife is coming from, because one of the good things about the self-control is to be able to retrieve money when they are not paid. Debt collectors. Airways can be debt collectors. It's part of the avoidance. They send you to come to me to collect money because I'm owing a company. You can't take it. You can't. You can use documents to fight for the money till they are paying. But to come physically and come and confront me that if you don't pay, we'll lock the office. And ever will stand, chair Joha, menyo, where would they sleep? Avoidance. So the day they are going to lock the shop, they won't go. They don't have the self-control. But a gamma on TV will lock the padlock and the chain. The sanguine. It's not because they are happy locking. They are happy being on TV. One number. See all the AMA boys. See the AMA boys. Majority of them are guns. So before they will close, you see that self-control? They won't destroy the Sabola. If their boss is coming, they carry it every that came away. Nyemon said. Because the sanguine nature appears in their life, and they use the sanguine nature and their self-control to keep humor and still do the business. But they don't flourish because they can't do multiple taxing. A gamma is not good at multiple taxing, but an ewe is very good at multiple taxing. They don't do multiple things at the same time, Kwaku. The avoidance of the ewes have some level of good things. They want to concentrate. This is why people like ewe women. Not because of their juju. People think that people fear ewe women when they are breaking up with them. No, not because of their juju. Their level of concentration on you is higher. An ewe woman doesn't have self-control, but has that focus to avoid to bring trouble. What if I go and sleep with somebody else and he catches me? What if I stand with this guy, he comes to meet me? What if he kisses me and this thing? What if he holds my hand? This is the mentality of the ewe.
Okay, someone is putting something there. Well, let me just quickly do. I mean, that could. Nana Sika Wilson, Koku said his parents advised him to settle marriage issues between he and his wife. No, I didn't say that. I'm not too sure. Can't slide me.
No, and you said the family says.
Yes, but I was going to the church and you said it is not lawful.
Because the church doesn't have marriage.
Yes, so that's why I brought it back.
And then you use the shrine. You use the family.
And he again said he solves issues with his wife without taking it to them. Is that not taking the advice and implementing it? So my point is that, look, the day-to-day, the management I sought to paint was the ensuring that whatever policy we give you, we'll still come back and do checks.
No, that's not management. Management is that whatever we give you, we know is running. That's how the system is running.
I mean, it cannot
until the system collapses, we don't know what you told us.
What kind of management is that then? There are checks. That is why there are evaluations.
No, but in the first place, when you don't come for morning show, should the owner of the company call you and ask you why you're not here?
No, you should call the manager, and the manager calls the head.
So how will you even know they've called the manager?
Those are the checks. So
I'm saying that there are times it doesn't reach you.
Right, but
it's still working.
Right.
So they are doing day-to-day activity. How is Koku and the wife? They are doing well, even though you're going to divorce.
Right. My point is that maybe it's just a personal thingy that I have. No one hears about whatever.
Anybody who marries and say that anytime there's confusion between me and husband, we settle together. They are wicked people.
Look.
No, the right is not reserved with you to settle any misunderstanding between you and your wife.
Who has the right then? Who caused the conflict?
No, but you have conflict between the two of you. Do you think any conflict that the two of you discuss have been solved?
At any point, even if you go to the law court, you are asked as both parties to first look. The court, any sensible court, competent court of jurisdiction, does not jump into it. First of all, is to explore avenues whether both of you could have some peaceful resolution.
Unfortunately, it is not in the law. It is at the discretion of some judges. The law says when somebody writes to you and say, my marriage is not, the first word we use is that it's irreparable. The law says that it is not in your jurisdiction to refer them to counselors. You only refer people to counselors. I'm saying that. So the only time a referral is done within the law is when the person is not composing their speech well in court.
Okay, fine.
So I'm composed well.
Right.
I dress well to court.
Right.
No judge has the right to seek for counseling for me under the law.
Right.
I say I want to divorce. The law says straight ahead, this is the procedure. Let them go through divorce. So when you go to anywhere and the judge says that you should go and settle at home, go and deal with your family head and go and do this, the judge is using emotions in placement of legality.
No, but then again, how does the judge know that it is irreparable?
The judge doesn't, because you gave instances in serving when you want to serve for divorce. I have to bring one copy. When I'm helping you to write, you tell me why. Koku is not at home. Why? If he's not at home, he's in the bush. No, he's not in the bush. He's hiding behind his work. When he leaves home 4 o'clock.
That's just a narrative.
No, so narrative.
In finding out.
And then they give you the chance to respond.
Absolutely.
So the response is from you, the husband. So I serve you, and your response is that, well, my wife says I leave home 4 o'clock and I come back 7. It is true. Because at 7, this is the breakdown. I have to go and work at Oba, and I finish there at 7:25. So I get home late because I am fending from the house. So you have defended it. Your wives come back to court, and the response is where the judge says you have responded to it, and that is where the judge sits and say, per these 2 issues you have brought up, your husband has responded. Are you okay with the response? My lord, I can't live with the man who leaves the house 4 o'clock and comes back at 7. For that matter, I crave your leadership, your lordship. Can you please annul this relationship so I can have my peace of mind? The judge can't say go for counseling.
Owing to what you had made reference to from the beginning, is to say that once the wife brought the thing, without even seeing the response from the husband, it's like the
you don't go to court. You send it and then they bring you. We serve and we respond.
Absolutely.
That's how we do divorce.
To say that once you respond, the judge has to see whether it's coherent with what the woman is saying. To grant it. But once there are some, discrepancies, for want of a better
No,
expression.
the judge cannot see discrepancies.
But if she's saying one thing and the other thing is being said,
There's
here.
cross-examination.
Yes, it's to find what?
No, cross-examination is not discrepancies. Cross-examination is for you to explain yourself with evidence.
When you take me to
Yes,
court,
yes.
right, and the woman says something,
Yes,
and you are my counsel,
yes,
and then I say no,
yes,
it's not right.
yes, overruled.
Absolutely, because there are some inconsistencies.
No, you
That's
are
what
seeing it as inconsistencies.
But it's not consistent with what
The truth
practice
of the
was.
judge, the truth of the complainant,
Right.
and the truth of the accomplice.
Right.
Which one is the truth? So within the law, all the three people who speaks, nobody speaks the truth. The judge never speaks the truth.
True.
The complainant never speaks the truth. The accused never speaks the truth. But we bring judgment. And the judgment is not by the truth. It is by legislature and procedural orders.
Absolutely.
So you can still lie in court.
and go score and go.
So your wife, what you are telling your wife that you go to work here, you go to work here, you never added that small time you spent with a girl who was massaging your feet. Didn't you lie?
That's Miss B. Miss B is on the TV though. I'm just trying to let you know that.
This girl, she's an aware.
Yeah, she's an ever.
And everything show in her music career.
Why?
I mean, remember when the Davi issue came? I'm the Davi, you are the Davi. Where did it end?
Why? What did you want to?
I know one girl
You wanted them to
one girl
Feli.
came recently with a towel.
Felinuna. Yeah.
How far is she?
Huh?
How far?
She's still going fast.
She's still using the towel.
That was a promotion for a song.
So it's finished.
Yes, so you move on.
I mean, you can't get Miss Bell to do this and stop.
Miss Bell at some point stopped and
Stopped
said
what?
they should stop.
Why did she
The
stop?
girls must not follow even her footsteps.
No, what was she doing?
See,
Her short skirt.
I don't know.
Those days, it was the short skirt time.
Yes,
And
but
her
she said they shouldn't follow her.
No, they shouldn't follow her because most of them have sciatica black buttocks. When she agree to you, their sciatica was dark. So they wear short skirt and it doesn't appeal to the public.
Okay.
Short skirt. It's like giving people wrong taste to taste. So my brother,
Right.
finally we have now come to agree that you are the best definition of avoidance in the airline. And as I wrap up today, I want everybody to learn
Right.
that you have to build self-control so you can work. Even in the office, you need self-control. To have business, you need self-control. Management of your marriage is controlled by the central administration. Like Oku said, your mother, your father, they are the central administration. And they run the day-to-day activities of your marriage. If Kwaku says that they don't come and control him every day, he's lying. Kwaku, when you decide to divorce your wife, hypothetically a question, who will you talk to first?
No one.
Apart from yourself.
No one.
So when you decide to divorce your wife today, you don't talk to anybody. Can you tell us why as we wrap up? Why would you do that?
It's my decision, and nobody needs to know. I go to the court.
No, so you are going to the court to divorce,
Yeah.
and you don't talk to anybody.
No.
And I'm saying, why?
The way I'm wired, maybe I might be weird, so I won't say it.
No,
I'm wired differently.
So within your wirement, who wired you?
I wired myself.
So you wired yourself.
Right.
And this is your first time you're getting married. You're not like us that we've married twice and stopped.
Right.
But you've been able to wire yourself with no self-control. And you can tell us that immediately when you want to divorce,
Yes.
you just walk straight and say, I want to divorce.
Yes.
You don't talk to anybody
No one.
except yourself.
Yes.
Because you took a decision to divorce since you got married.
I don't understand that question.
Should I repeat?
Repeat it.
Decision to divorce didn't come once. It came the first day you got married.
Because I was talk to myself. That's
But who are you
the
talking to?
implication you made.
Who are you talking to?
That's what.
You just told us that when there's conflict between you and your wife, what do?
Yeah, I solve it.
So when we hear you are divorcing, who did you consult?
Oh, you mean outside the marriage or the
No,
woman?
who did you consult first?
Oh, if I want to divorce, but it's to serve you the letters.
So who do you consult first?
A legal person.
So you consult.
Yeah, of course, to say.
So you don't just go and divorce because you alone took the decision.
No, the decision is mine. I'm tired.
That is a lie.
No, but why do you think
Divorce
it's a lie?
is not your decision. It's our decision.
No, but do you know that about counselor? You know this, that when we go to court, the woman can say, no, I'm not ready to do
No,
it.
it's not about the woman.
Are you aware?
No, it's
but
not
are you
about,
aware?
no, I'm aware, but it's not about the woman. No.
Yeah.
The hour I'm saying it's not you and the woman. No.
Well,
The family.
bah.
What is your name again?
My name is Kokulumo.
Did you bring the Lumo to this world?
No, but I can decide to change it. I have a right to change it.
It says who?
Me and the law.
Which
no
law?
one. The law.
Which
I
law?
can decide to change it, swear an affidavit to that effect, and move
Unfortunately,
on.
listen to me. Swear an affidavit to change your name
Legally.
is legally accepted.
Yeah.
But there's no legal tenant in this country that changes a family. You can't change your family.
Fine, I agree.
So you no more call Lumo.
Yes.
But you belong to the Lumo family.
No.
There's no law.
Yeah, I know.
No, there's no law
By
in this
practice.
country. No, there's no law in this country
I
that
get
can
it.
help you change your family.
I get it.
So you are not called Lumo,
Yes.
but you belong to the Lumo family.
Right.
So the day a motorbike knocks you down to die, we will bury you as a Lumo.
You will not. I'll write it in the law that no one.
And I'm saying that the last article that appeared, the law has now been stated
Right.
that no right of a dead body
Okay.
is accepted beyond what the family says. Formally, you can donate your hand to medical school,
Okay.
your leg, your testicles for examination. The law has now written it off that no right of a dead body
Okay.
can supersede the intention and the right of the family he belongs to.
Which the newly? When?
Yeah, it's that. It was changed. I think it's about 7 years now. The law has
you
been
don't
passed.
say.
Oh
I'm
yes.
interested. I want to read.
You think that so you can say I donate my leg?
Yes.
For the where?
I
So
want
that
to
you go to the
cremate it.
cemetery. So you go to the cemetery and
But how about cremation?
cremation is not the right of the body lying down. Write it down and say that I want the family to cremate me. You write it, is that not it?
Yeah.
You write it down.
Yeah.
The family can decide to say they won't agree, and the law accepts it.
Oh, I see.
The right to the dead body is the family.
Okay. That's exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have learned enough, and you are confused enough. Selassie, finally, you have got to know that you are an Ewe just like Oku.
Oh.
And there are too many avoidance in your life. I walk away with 0277609644 with my medicine bag. I do a lot of business. I sell everything. I sell brazier. I sell panties. And I also sell Tonga Tali, the best medicine for those who are not having any cardiovascular infection. No challenge for you. Come for Tonga Tali as a young man. Koku cannot use this because he's not a young man. He is a growing young man. And so he can take this like any other person. So Tonga Tali capsules is available in all supermarket, all shops. The tea is also available. Tonga Tali, this is the ginseng coffee. Please go for some. A woman who has no taste when it comes to sexual intercourse and is one of the hallmark of Ewes. But don't worry, we'll discuss that later because of their self-control measure. You can buy this one as an Ewe. Drink it, the taste will come. Ewes hardly have pot belly because they don't eat heavy food. Akpone is a light food. But their shanties will have pot belly because they use it for loan. So you can go for this one straight ahead. This green tea, it helps you reduce the size of your tummy. Yasechi, I greet you wherever you are. And as I talk about Yasechi, then I bring ginger honey chips. This is what Abeku Santana didn't chew before kissing Abrakoko and was salivating. But if you chew ginger honey chips, you will not salivate before you kiss. It will become a solid kiss for you. Ashona, ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007 in America. And in Ghana, the locality of our own, where dollar is equivalent to $1 is what 11 Ghana cedis, I hear. But what you need is just some few dollars to buy this one in the local Ghana here. 0277-609-644. Friends and loved ones, do you know your self-control measures? If you don't know it, then look for it now. Let somebody help you do it. Medicine seller, I'm closing my bag. But as I close my bag, let me stand on my feet and tell you that I'm dressed well. Yes, I'm dressed well. I'm dressed well. I am not an Ewe, so when I'm looking nice, I know. Ewes can't tell you I'm looking nice. When you say I'm looking nice, oh, is that true? This is an old dress. Guys will not say that. I tell anyone only now. It's a body line clothing. Accra Central. Mokola me. Jimo here. See anywhere jila wanagwa. Kwe. Umile bona hole. We show jila wafi mafia mono. Boy tongo kola me. No, despite chuma me. Wane kwe jima. Chua jime body line clothing. Kama ula aga show tono yegu. Shue ni uwe. Jeble ma shu ni hechako. Inwe eche mo show na nkeshi. Shu kwa ni yewo. Nke jemise jom. Jemise yom je ye circle. Yana authorized video yo. Koti jo wane ekonohi. Kai ni fiye boje force. Ona let mo force. She don't hear body like clothing. Shete nakano. Special anywhere jila wana akwa. Many wars catch me so wo. Ni mu ya neko wo na. Je buko mba ku na ko wo. Mi nche no wo ne. Ona body ncho. Na all these things is the guy. 0277-609-644. Learn how to manage your temperament and within it have self-control measurement. Don't fight your wife. Don't insult your husband. If you are poisoning your husband because you think he's a lazy man, if he does fufu business, he's paid 15 Ghana cedis every day. How much does your husband give you before he leaves the house? Kwakuluma is sitting here. He will talk plenty. Before the month end, they give him 2,850 Ghana cedis without taxes. And he gives you 100 Ghana cedis a day. Wives, think well. When you're living with people who are airways and they are not talking, the guns will talk. The airways will avoid. I encourage you, know your temperament and know your self-control. Good night. Good morning. Subscribe to my YouTube. It's not so, I've not really monetized my YouTube, but you go and learn something there. When I grow, I'll monetize it. Good night. Good evening. I'll see you again in 2 hours. Bye-bye.